Open the Toast, Thoughts of a Stoner Tube. Despite obviously being the highest member of the Migos and the most quiet, Takeoff has always been there from the start and held this group down, alright? Here is 5 reasons why Takeoff deserves your respect. Let's get to it. Number 1, he's arguably the hammer and nail of the Migos. Now let's face it, bro. The Migos would not even be if there was no Takeoff. Alright, he constantly held his family down while Quavo and Offset were in legal trouble. Look here. No, seriously, look here. Do you see how many times Offset been behind the wall? I mean, bruh, he's looking at Gucci and Shawty Low, or hell, even DMX in the eyes when it comes to who has a more massive mugshot collection, alright? Now, Quavo is no newbie to being locked up, but Offset is the one with all the felonies, right? And he spent the least amount of time outside the jail in the group. Now, that also does show how much of an artist that he is, how he's been able to, be behind the wall so many times and still have that crazy wave he got going on, all right? Number 2, he sets the energy for most projects. Listen, if you're a real Migos listener and not just a bad and bougie groupie, all right, then you've heard Y.R.N, all right? That's the mixtape that prompted the Migos to fame. Takeoff has the first verse on the mixtape, okay? Takeoff came on strong and he delivers every time, all right? Also, if you go back even further to Jug Season and No Label 1, this trend continued, or it actually began, okay, with Takeoff opening the mixtape with a verse, all right? With that being said, obviously the man is something to his group, okay? And they respect him enough to give him the opportunity to have the first verse on the first song on multiple mixtapes. Other mixtapes that he opens up verses with are Rich Nigga Timeline and the extremely popular No Label 2. If you don't believe me, go back and check them out, man. Also, on the mixtapes earlier mentioned, Jug Season and No Label 1, Offset is seen in the middle. So maybe Quavo wasn't always the front man? I don't know. It's just a thought. Number 3, he's the example of what Y.R.N stands for. Now, despite in 2015 with the Migos trying to rebrand Y.R.N and change it to Young Rich Nation, we all know that Y.R.N originally stood for Young Rich Nigga, okay? And being the youngest member of the Migos, we gotta say that Takeoff is the example of a young rich nigga, right? Now, he's the youngest member of the Migos, which means he's been seeing money for a long time now. And it started at an early age. When the Migos first blew up, I myself was 19 and 20, okay? And Takeoff was like 18 and 19, which means he's never really seen the struggles of adulthood like you and I, all right? He's been securing the bag professionally since becoming a man, and he's been getting money, you know what I'm saying, since a teenager. Can't really argue or disrespect someone who can kind of shit on your life. 4, you can't really name a trash Takeoff verse. Alright, he bodies damn near every verse he does. This is self-explanatory, alright? There are multiple, you can go off, the playlists that are on YouTube, because they put some pretty good verses up of Takeoff, but just go through and just find them yourself, all right? I ain't gonna tell you. They're hidden treasures, all right? He goes in. All of them do. But Takeoff really is getting played by you guys, and I don't like that. Number 5, he embodies the Migos flow. Now, we all know the Migos didn't exactly invent the flow that they use or the cadence they use, right? Obviously, it could be traced back to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Obviously, it could be traced back to 3 6 Mafia and Juicy J, DJ Paul, Gangsta Boo, all of those characters, right, from back in the 90s. But since coming out the gate and since the resurgence of the flow, the Migos have claimed it. They brought it back, right? Now, since the days of tongue-twisting cadences of Chinatown, Quavo, he's turned more into a singer, but he still spits, right? Pause. Offset, on the other hand, has always been the most normal sounding Migos member voice-wise, but he's kind of switched his delivery in the last year, sounding more eccentric, if that's how you want to describe it. He still does the Migos flow from time to time, but Takeoff has consistently flowed that way since we've been introduced to him, and you gotta appreciate consistency, alright? And those are 5 reasons why you should respect Takeoff and stop playing with his name. Put some respect on his name, alright? I ain't gonna tell y'all no more. All 3 of y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all no more. Yo, if you think that I missed any reasons, or if you don't agree with me, or if you got any reasons of your own, or if you like, yo, fuck out of here, fuck Takeoff and fuck Toast, alright? Takeoff ain't shit, and nigga, you need to shut up. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, alright? I ain't gonna take too kindly to that last one, alright? But it's welcome. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gone.